Hi guys, welcome back to my channel here on YouTube. Today I have an exciting video for you guys because I did a poll and you guys all voted, or most of you guys voted, that you guys want to see the video if I lost all my makeup. If I lost all my makeup in a fire, what would I repurchase first? So let's just dive into it. It's a pretty simple concept. I did see some variations of this video because some people just do each category, the one thing that they'll repurchase, and some people limited themselves 20 products. I think I'm gonna limit myself. Also, is my camera crooked? I feel like it is. Let's get started. I have about 20 products in front of me. These products I will 100% repurchase, and I stand by everything right now. Yeah, some of these I've used for years. Only about a few things are quite new to my collection, but yeah, most of this stuff I've used for years and I would definitely consider my holy grail. First off, this primer by Chantecaille. This is the anti-aging face tint. This is the bronze one. They also have a rose gold one, which I also have, but the bronze one. The bronze one is where it's at. Let me get the brush that I want to use for this one. My clean Sonia G. This is the Big Daddy, the Jumbo Base. And I love this product. I use this product all the time. Over the face, on the neck. Less is more with this product. So if you feel like you bought this product and you always try out orange, you have to use less. But if you get the right amount on your face, on your neck, this can look beautiful on the skin. This is probably the product that has received the most compliments ever in my entire collection. No joke, when I wear this product, and I usually wear this to work because it's such a sheer coverage kind of thing, people usually ask me what I'm wearing because I have such a healthy glow. My skin looks healthy. It's of course winter time, so people are wondering where my kind of bronzy glow is coming from. And I tell them it's all this primer. And the nice thing about this primer is it doesn't rub off, so it doesn't go on your clothing. So I like to put this around the neck area just to match my face with my neck in case I go overboard with any bronzers or anything. Okay, I have to kind of rush through this because I do have somewhere to go. That was a long explanation regarding this product, but all you need to know is it's very sheer. It doesn't really give any coverage, but it gives you kind of this bronzy glow around the face. And what I like about it is it does, because of that, it sort of evens out the skin tone. It's kind of a cooling effect, so it does feel like skincare because this is kind of like a skincare and makeup hybrid. And the best thing about this is I have pretty huge pores around this area of my face, and this kind of diffuses my pores. It makes my pores look very small and cute and dainty, and that's what I like in a primer. So this primer absolutely will be the first thing that I'll buy. Probably the first thing I'll buy if I ever lost my makeup collection. My holy grail face product, complexion product, is actually this one by Chanel. This is the Chanel Le Beige Eau de Tint, or Freshwater Tint. You've probably seen this before. This is probably the only foundation product that I've ever repurchased in my entire collection. I also love the Complexion Touch, which is kind of like this one, but then 3 times more coverage. Unfortunately, this is available in shade B30, but I'm a BD shade, and the BD shade that I usually am, they didn't have in this formulation just yet. And I also love the #1, the Revitalizing Eau de Camellia Rouge. Anyway, the #1 foundation as well. I got this one in BD 21, which is my perfect winter shade. So my holy grail is this one. So most likely, part of me feels like that's the one I would repurchase first, but this product is very similar to the face tint by Chantecaille. It has a similar effect on my skin. So I wonder if that's the first thing that I'll repurchase. I might repurchase the Complexion Touch first, or this foundation. I love all of Chanel's products. I had a difficult time picking which one, because this one is my favorite. This one as a concealer option, absolutely stunning. And this foundation, this is what I wear. It's kind of like a medium coverage. I wear this to parties, for example. But to stay true to the theme, the first thing that I'll repurchase, probably one of these. I want to say it's this one, but because it kind of has a similar vibe to the face tint, I think I might go for this one. But this changes all the time with me. Oh, A product that I'll 100% repurchase is this one. I love this one. You don't see anyone else talking about this. This happened to come into my life randomly. I've talked about this a few times on my channel about how much I love this. This is the Surratt Chapman eye tint. This is the Skinesis Eye Insurance. It has an SPF of 30 and there's a little bit of like a tint to it. And the reason I like this so much is because it's self-setting. And it gets rid of like only a little bit, but just enough for me to just feel okay, but going outside and not looking like a zombie. But it gets a little bit rid of the under eye bag. Like I said, it's not like a concealer, but it does a good job in kind of eliminating that fresh top of like no sleep. Any moms out there, y'all know what I'm talking about. Any students out there, you guys also know what I'm talking about. But this product, it has an SPF. I absolutely love it and I would 100% repurchase it. Now, let's go back to the Complexion Touch. I got mine in B30, like I said. This is more of my summer shade, but I'm gonna be using it right now as well. And it has a little bit more coverage. I'll put it on one side. I usually use this for a no makeup day as a concealer, but for right now I want to use it on one side of my face only so you can kind of see the difference. But this is very skin-like, very beautiful, great coverage. And since I already put the primer down around my neck area, it should be a good match to my neck as well. I did one pump for half my face, but you can make it as like sheer as can be. It's just a very versatile product. I wish this was alive so I could ask you guys if you want to see like a closer, like a close-up of me to get a little bit closer. I know it's sometimes a little bit uncomfortable how close I'm getting, but now you can at least see like the redness in my face is a little bit more subdued. The freckles, I have a ton of freckles. They're not very defined, but I do have a lot of them. You still see some peeking through, but it's just not as much. Oh, this is a hair. And it just evens out my skin tone. Same goes for my pimple. There's a little bit of coverage there. I have the same pimple on the other side. So it's not gonna be crazy, but it's enough. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm gonna do the other side without talking because this is gonna take a long time. But I think this is what I would repurchase next. Okay, so next I want to talk concealers. I didn't think I would have one in this category, but I recently tried the Tom Ford concealer. And guys, my skin is more like maturing. I like more office wear, mom wear friendly makeup. Like I call it dummy proof makeup. And kind of the concealers that I've always been using in the past have not really looked the same anymore since I turned like 33. Basically 32 was kind of the tipping point of when my skin really started to change, and I'm kind of phasing out a lot of the makeup in my collection towards a little bit more mature friendly. This is a personal journey, so don't feel pressured to do the same, but I do want to talk about this concealer. I have a dedicated video on this concealer on my YouTube channel somewhere. I really like this. I know this is a pretty penny. I know it's hella expensive. But this has served me well in the past, I don't know, how long have I had this? Few weeks. I've almost used this non-stop. I'm absolutely in love with this concealer, how it applies, how it wears. I feel like it is mature skin friendly, and I don't have to use a lot to get the coverage that I want. Now, this is not going to be a full coverage concealer. This is definitely more of a light coverage. You can build it up to what I would consider a medium coverage. Let me get a brush out to blend this up. Going to use my Sonia G concealer, jumbo concealer brush. And look how effortlessly this blends out. Keeping my eyelids bare because I have a product for my eyelids. Any of my shade buddies out there, my shade in this concealer is the shade Ecru. I don't have any brow products that I would repurchase from my collection right now. I think the one that I'll probably buy if like I lost all my makeup, I probably would repurchase my 2021 favorite, which is the Gucci pencil in number 4. I finished it last year, and now I'm kind of trying to finish all the other brow products that I have in my collection. So let me just do brows off camera. Okay, so for powders, the ones in my collection as singles, I like them, but I do have a Holy Grail, and currently this Holy Grail I only have as a powder in my face palettes, and it's this one. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Powder, Flawless Finish. I love this powder. I missed this powder as a single. I decided not to repurchase it and just use this face palette. This gives me more room in my collection. I want to be a little bit more mindful, but that is why I don't have this powder on hand. I love this powder because I see a clear difference in kind of like almost a filter effect. It might not be the most long-lasting powder, but I love the finish of this, and I have had this powder for I think multiple years now. Anyway, this is just the one I would repurchase immediately. So there are two bronzers that I want to recommend. I have, of course, a cream bronzer that I would love to repurchase, which is this one by Rare Beauty. The shade Happy Soul. It's just a great formula. It's really easy to blend. I love that it comes into a stick form, because that just makes it all the more easy to use. Only good things I could say about this bronzer. 100% would repurchase this one. They recently launched new shades of this bronzer, and I have half a mind of getting it because the shades are a little bit cooler. And I would love to see if I could maybe have one as a contour. But the problem is my collection is already so huge that I don't need another contour, another bronzer. I should kind of just finish the makeup that I have, at least finish a few things. But look, this blended out beautiful. I love how this looks. It's just a great color for my complexion. 100% would repurchase, 100% would recommend, 100% would probably consider this a holy grail. Next, let's go into contour. Now, a little debate if you need contour and a bronzer, but this is my favorite contour product. This is the Westman Atelier contour stick in the shade Biscuit. Now, I've used and abused mine. I don't know if you can see, but as of right now, I still use it as my nose contour. This is just the perfect contour color because it is so, it's like cool enough to be a contour. Most of my other contour products I feel still lean a little bit warm, and I'm just not really here for it. This still is the best one compared to like the Makeup by Mario, for example. This color is still winning. The cream blush that I will purchase, also by Westman Atelier. This is the shade Mimi. Still my favorite blush since, I don't know. This formula is my favorite blush since years. Particularly this shade Mimi is just, it's still available. I think it's a website exclusive. I don't know why it is a website exclusive. I didn't make the rules. Let me find a brush again to work with this. I'm going in with the BK Beauty 109. Look, this is just so easy to blend. I love nude pinky blushes. Ugh, that is seriously my weakness, like a nude pink blush. These two, just Westman Atelier Complexion Products, are so good. Before we go in with some of the powder versions of these, my favorite highlight, so the one that I would repurchase immediately, this one, also by Westman Atelier. This is Peau the Peche. This is the first Superloaded tinted highlight I've ever owned. And Mimi and this one really go so well together. This is sort of more like a blush topper because it does add a bit more color than a normal highlight. But I'm not a huge highlight person at the moment. I like a very natural highlight. And this one always seems to impress me every time I wear it. It's just a really beautiful, you know, color. You can use it on the eyes, you can use it on the face, use it a little bit on the nose. Beautiful. I could go out the door like this, but I want to recommend non-cream products to you guys as well. And I definitely had a hard time finding a blush that I would repurchase. I think the one that I want to say that I would repurchase is this one by Ecru. This is the Melting Powder Blush in shade 09. I love this color. So this would actually be my number one. The reason I'm kind of hesitating in recommending this is because they're discontinuing this formula also from the core line because they can't resource the products. I love this blush. I've been really going for this blush a lot. So my second choice is, because I don't want to recommend something that's being discontinued, so my second choice is this one by Gucci. I have a dedicated video on these blushes. I still like them a lot, particularly this shade in Rosy Beige, together with Mimi on the face. Yes. I'm gonna layer them. At least I know my blush will stay on all day. Beautiful color, beautiful formulation, beautiful packaging. If you're looking for kind of like that Instagram ready packaging, Gucci really killed it with this blush formulation slash packaging. I don't mind it to be expensive, but I do want everything to be kind of fun to use for me, and I think packaging really helps in me feeling like the fun of using a product. And then next for bronzer, the bronzer that I will repurchase 100% is this one by Victoria Beckham Beauty. Now Victoria Beckham Beauty is a brand that is featured on my channel so often. I love this brand, I love the brand aesthetics, and most likely I'll probably repurchase a lot from the brand if I ever lost my entire collection. But I would start with the bronzer. I think the bronzer is my #1 recommendation. I'm gonna use the same brush because who the hell cares? And I'm gonna go in with the lightest shade because I am at my palest. Just going over all of the bronzing areas where I put all the creams. And don't worry if I go overboard, I'll just go over it with my setting powder again to just diffuse a little bit of the craziness. Okay, so we almost have all the complexion done. I do want to talk about powder highlighters as well. My favorite powder highlighter is a limited edition highlighter by Chanel. This is the Rev de Camellia highlighter. It used to look incredibly beautiful, but it doesn't look beautiful anymore. And since we can't repurchase this because it's a limited edition, I just wanted to show you guys this one because it is my favorite still. But the one that you can repurchase, I have a little bit of an extra like fun little thing for you guys, so pay attention to this highlighter because there might be a surprise at the end of this video. But my second favorite highlighter of all time is this one. This is the La Bouche Rouge highlighter, La Lumiere I believe it's called, and there's only one color in this formulation. They also have stick highlighters, cream highlighters, but I just want to talk about this one in particular. It's a stunning formulation. It's quite blinding, but there's no glitter. So it's a perfect highlighter for me. It's champagne toned, a little bit warm leaning. And because there's only one color, I wouldn't know if I could recommend this to extremely fair skin tones. But for my skin tone, this highlighter is just... it's beautiful. Because there's no glitter in this, like actual glitter particles in this, I love how this highlighter looks. I'm obviously kind of going overboard right now with the highlighter because I want to show you guys what the highlighter looks like, but you can diffuse it a little bit. It doesn't have to look this blinding, but it just looks so pretty on the skin. It doesn't really emphasize all of my texture. It kind of melts into the skin, but it's still kind of blinding. I love this highlighter formulation. I don't see anyone talking about this highlighter or anyone talking about this brand, so please check out this brand. But I do have a little bit of a fun little thing at the end of this video regarding this highlighter. So if you like this highlighter, please make sure to watch it till the end. Let's move on to the eyes. And this was a hard one. This is so hard, guys. First off, I'm gonna start with a sort of mascara product. This is my mascara primer. This is the Dr. Mascara Fixer. The blue one in particular. This one has kind of like microfibers in it, so it kind of sticks to your lashes and it makes your lashes look bigger than they actually are. Out of all of my mascaras, I don't know what I would repurchase first, but I know that I would repurchase this first, 100%. I've been using this for years. Again, not a product that you see the Western market talk about a lot, but I'm someone, I used to have a lot of K-beauty in my collection. I don't anymore because my channel kind of thrives on luxury beauty and it's an interest of mine, so I kind of just lean into the luxury beauty segment, but I still love following all the Korean beauty trends, the Korean beauty market. And this is just a product that like, it's like, I don't compromise on this product. This is a product that I'll repurchase no matter what. So if you're someone that has trouble with lashes that like don't want to curl, they just straight and they want to be straight, and even though you curl them, doesn't matter what mascara you're using, even though you curl them, they just don't want to keep their curl. 100% look into the Etude House Dr. Mascara Fixer. You don't have to get the one with the microfibers. You can just get the red one, which is just the primer in itself, and your lashes will just stay up all day. I've seen people also just use this and no mascara. I personally don't like that because I do kind of see like the whites on the tips of my lashes. I think because I use a little bit too much of this product, but it's because I love this product so much. But I'm using this now because if I use it later, I might disrupt the eyeshadow underneath. So that is why I'm going into this now. And I'm going over this with the mascara later. Anyway. So I'm not going to go in with mascara just yet. I'm going to talk about a newer product in my collection, but I would repurchase this right away. This is the Victoria Beckham Beauty Eyewear in the shade Trench. I recently did a video on these. This is one of the newest product in my collection, so I'm surprised putting this in this video, but I love it so much that if I were to lose all of my makeup right now, I would 100% repurchase this because I'm just not done playing around with this formulation yet, particularly the shade Trench. Lately I've been suffering, I don't want to say suffering because that sounds so melodramatic, but I do see a lot of discoloration around my eyes and also on the top of my eyes. So you can see it's a little bit more dark. There's some veins popping through the lids. Again, this all has to do with aging. I didn't have this in my 20s. It's definitely something that turned up in my 30s. And I love if I could just mask that a little bit with an eyeshadow. And so far, this eyeshadow formulation has really impressed me. I like to use my finger with these because I do quick dry. And that's how I would recommend anyone else to use them as well. Don't try to, you know, finesse them with a brush and take your time. There's makeup you can take your time with, and this is just not one of them. Anyway, this gets rid of the veins and just makes my makeup look so crisp. I like to use this and just maybe an eyeliner and go out the door like this. But for now, I want to show another eye product that I would probably repurchase right away. These are the Liquid Lyric Shadows by Lisa Eldridge. I like the shade Cressida and Anise right now a lot. Also the shade Emily. I'm kind of living in this, I don't know, what is this? Kind of like taupey vibe. And for eyeshadow palettes, oh, this was a difficult one. There are a few eyeshadow palettes that probably have my name on it. The Surratt Beyond Beige palette, and they're all gonna be kind of beige tone palettes because those are the ones that I gravitate towards the most. So the Surratt Beyond Beige palette is a contender. Love that formulation, great eyeshadows, and also refillable packaging, by the way, so you can like take one out and put a different color in if you're not into like these 4 colors, but I'm really into these 4 colors. Also the Charlotte Tilbury Super Nudes palette, this is a great one because you have like the taupey shades and the warmer shades and the deeper shades. So that was a contender, and the last contender was of course this Natasha Denona face palette, the Glam Light palette. I love the shimmers in here and the mattes in here. This is probably my favorite eyeshadow formulation palette, and if I want to have a glam look. I really like beige tones, as you can tell. So those were kind of like the 3 that I'm struggling picking a winner from. The one that I'll probably repurchase first, oh, man, this is hard. I wanna include an eyeshadow palette, and part of me feels like Beyond Beige kind of feels like it's the one that I'll repurchase first. So let me just do a little bit of a look, and then I'll go over it with one of my Liquid Lyric Shadows by Lisa Eldridge. I'm going in with the liner. This is the Kat Von D Tattoo liner. Not part of this video, but I just want to disclose that. I'm gonna go in with the shade Cressida and highlight my inner corners. I love the wear time on these. These are oily glow friendly. They're not the most shimmering formula, but probably one of the more dummy proof formulas to work with. Then for eyeliner, the eyeliner that I would repurchase immediately would be this one. This is the Victoria Beckham Beauty Satin Gel Liner in the shade Cocoa. Mine is small compared to the normal size ones because I have used this and abused this. Now this is a very creamy eyeliner. So if you're gonna use this, know that these work best if you do diffuse them. The mascara I'm going to be using is the Tower 28 mascara at the top and the Victoria Beckham Beauty mascara on the bottom. Not part of this video because, to be honest, I don't know which one I would repurchase. I don't know how many products I've already talked about. I feel like I've already hit 20, but I'm just gonna go on. What I would repurchase, this one. This is the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. This makes my makeup last so much longer. So that is the face all done. Let's move on to lips. I think for lips, what I would repurchase first as a lipstick, I'll probably repurchase a Lisa Eldridge lipstick. That's the first thing that I'll repurchase. I really like this lipstick formulation. I admit currently I'm really into just lip liners and then a lip gloss, so I'll also recommend a gloss. But in terms of lipsticks, yeah, the Lisa Eldridge formulation really does it for me. I'm gonna be using Velvet Sorcery lipstick with the Sorcery lip liner. Then for gloss, I probably would repurchase the Victoria Beckham Beauty Posh glosses. I really like this gloss formulation. I like Victoria Beckham Beauty's aesthetics. I like that it's glass. I like having the, I almost have the entire lineup of all the glosses and they kind of give me 90s vibes, so I always get inspired by using them. They're probably one of my most used glosses and I'm probably gonna run through some of them this year. I'm gonna be using this one today. This is the gloss in Poolside. I think this is a great complement to this lip. And voila guys, this is the final look. And these are my picks for if I would ever lose my entire collection, what I would repurchase first. These are probably the ones that I'll stand by. I really put some good thought into it because I take this pretty seriously. I know it's just makeup, but I take this challenge pretty seriously and I feel good about my selection. I know that most of the things that I chose are die-hard products for me, products I use all the time. And also, can I just say that I love my makeup today. I love the way that my makeup turned out. I don't know what you guys think of it, but I feel like I can go out like this and, you know, party. Anyway, before I end this video on a high note, I do want to I have a little surprise. I currently have a giveaway going on this video, the eyewear video by Victoria Beckham Beauty. Check out how you can enter the giveaway if you want to enter the giveaway. These are some of the products that are in the giveaway. If you want to see swatches, I have swatches on my Instagram because I have all of these products in my own collection. The ones in the giveaway, of course, you're just gonna get new products. You're not gonna get like my collection, but I want to swatch all the products because most of the products were my 2022 favorites that I have put in this giveaway. Now it's a small giveaway. It's something that I want to do to give back to my subscribers, and I want to add to the giveaway. So to add to the giveaway, I've decided to put this beautiful baby in the giveaway. This is a new highlighter from Bouche Rouge. So this is the highlighter that I have on today. This is a new one, a fresh one. I'm gonna also put it in the giveaway. So the person that is winning the giveaway by the way ends this Wednesday. I'll put the date over here. But yeah, the person that's winning the giveaway is getting all the goodies that you see here, and you're gonna get the highlighter as well. I just want to give back to my small little community here on YouTube. I love being on YouTube. I love being on a platform. I definitely feel very connected to most of you that are on here. I definitely feel like I've kind of found my community. I'm also growing steadily, about 100 subscribers a month. And I want to thank each and every single one of you, new subscribers, old subscribers, by being here and joining me on the polls, joining me in the comment section, just discussing makeup with me, liking my videos, subscribing to my channel, everything that you do. I see it, I appreciate it, and I want to get some really great content out for you guys. So the decluttering video is also coming up soon because I feel a little bit like with my collection. Like I said, I'm getting a little bit older, so some of my older products that I used when I was a little bit younger, I just feel like they need some freshening up, especially because some products are getting a little bit old. So yeah, for sure declutter is coming up as well. It's not going to be like a crazy declutter. I'm not a minimalist, but I do want to declutter my collection a little bit more. Anyway, thank you guys all so much for watching. If this is the first video you see of me, please subscribe to my channel if you liked anything about this video, because I love to connect. If you have any questions regarding the makeup today, check my description box. Also comment down below if you can't get the information in the description box, because I'll try to answer you as best as I can. Lastly, like this video if you liked anything about this video, so the algorithm knows to recommend it to other people as well. And of course, have a beautiful and amazing day. I love you all, and I'll see you guys the next time.